Radio. Replicon Radio. Talking shit with the juggalos on Replicon Radio. Give it a listen. Don't be a bitch. Replicon Radio. Yeah. This is Replicon Radio.
Hold on, tell me in a minute. Replicon Radio is brought to you in part by Lex the Hexmaster and the Shadow Army. Yeah. What up, y'all? Welcome back. We are live up on the Replicon Radio YouTube channel. Let me turn that music down just a little bit. Holy cow. But yeah, man, we're here. We're back. We're live. This is the Daily DINO episode number 72. Make sure you guys are sharing it out, hanging out with us. We do this every Friday. We talk about all the new releases, all the things popping off in the underground, if you will, or even if you won't, man. This is the Daily DINO. It is Friday, April 2nd, and we're just gonna jump right into it because this week we got a special guest. So there's no reason to waste any time. Let's just jump on into it and give it up for my main man, Labyrinthine. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Doing good, man. Hanging out, living the dream, having a good Friday, if you will, I guess. Or even if you won't.
Yeah, kicking off Easter weekend.
Yeah, even if you're not having a good Friday, it is still Good Friday. So either way, you're kind of bound to it.
Yeah. Well, I know today we're not supposed to eat meat if you're a religious person.
Oh,
I just had bacon this morning, so.
Well, I told you why I was running late, which I didn't even think about. I'm literally just ripping the skin off of fucking ribs.
Well, you got to think of it this way. They're probably so good that it would be a sin not to eat them.
Right? Absolutely. I hope so. And it's not like I killed it today. I mean, I bought it at the grocery store on Wednesday. It's been murdered for a while. But it is what it is. But hey, welcome back to the show, or at least a version of the show. You're like,
yeah, I'm glad to be back, man.
I think you're the third or fourth official guest on Daily DINO, but it's going to become a trend here soon. So, which is dope it's cool for me and it's cool for everybody else because people don't have to listen to me talk as much, and we'll have cool people to talk to. So,
oh, we need to hear your voice as much as possible, though, and it enriches a lot of our lives.
Is that right? Oh, that's good to hear. But yeah, for everybody tuned in who may or may not normally check out Daily DINO because it's not the regular show, generally what we do every week, every Friday, most of the new releases come out on Fridays now, and so we try to let people know about it because there is a vast underground, and even while the Replicon is watching, it's still hard to pay attention to some of the stuff. Like things slip under the cracks, especially when you're not a mainstream artist. And we try to do our best to get the information out there. So that's what we do. And sometimes we get the pleasure to talk.
And it's a beautiful thing.
Well, I appreciate it. I think the artists definitely appreciate it more than anybody else does because obviously it helps them. But and sometimes we get the chance to talk to the people that are putting out music themselves. Like today. But you went old school. Your album did not come out today. It actually came out on Tuesday. Like music used to come out when I was a kid.
Exactly. I said buck the system. I actually asked Bad Mind and Reno about that, and they were like, yeah, throw it out on a Tuesday. You know, more people will probably be tuned to check it out because it's the weekend. That's what I don't understand about Fridays. You know, they tend to like put the stuff out, and I guess they figure because that's the day people, you know, their last day of work, and they'll go to the store or whatever and get something. But I don't know. I figured I'm going to go old school with it and just throw it out on a Tuesday.
Yeah. I remember you told me that, and I was like, oh, that's like, to me, it's as silly as it sounds. It's like, oh, that's old school. And most people are like, what? I don't care. But
Yeah,
yeah, I thought it was dope. Cause yeah,
I know
like
what you mean.
there was an occasion. Like me and Big Roo, I remember there were days if something came out on a Tuesday, like Marilyn Manson's new album or Insane Clown Posse or something like that, well, I'd skip school.
Yeah.
I would skip school to go to Best Buy because Best Buy didn't.
Yes.
I mean, they opened at like 10, so like I was hella late because school started at like 7 or 8. So like
I remember Halloween 2000. I remember Halloween 2000. I actually had a half a day of school that day. I was 16, and I was all excited because me and a bunch of people, we just piled into my friend's car and went out to Best Buy to get the Bizarre Bazaar albums and the Freak Show album. I remember that. That was a good day.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I have tons of. Well, that one I went to a midnight release. 'Cause they said we had a records. Well, we're still there. Finished vinyl in St. Louis, but yeah, they had a midnight.
Oh yeah, they didn't have one in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
They didn't have one in Pittsburgh. We had to wait till Halloween day.
But they didn't
But it was
always
a great
have
day.
them,
I
yeah.
remember that.
Yeah, it was dope, man. I used to like Tuesdays were so. That was the one thing I used to look forward to. And movies too. Movies came out. Or like whatever new releases came out on Tuesday. And then like Friday was reserved for like movies in the theater. Like theater movies came out on Fridays, and then DVDs and music came out on Tuesday. Now they just pile everything on the Friday, and it's like, what the hell, man? Especially with digital music, who cares? That's a smart idea.
Absolutely. I mean, I personally don't get why they made it a Friday, but that's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing it was because they figure, it's the last day of work for people, and they'll probably want to go out and go to the store and get some new stuff to enjoy over the weekend. But I don't know. I always thought a Tuesday made more sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know the reason. I might as well look that up. There is a reason, and it has to do with money, and I don't know what it is, but we're gonna find out. Maybe if you start on Friday, you get an extra push in your weekly sales for like charting. Like instead of
possibly,
because if you start on Tuesday, maybe that counts as the week, but if you start on Friday, you get the weekend and the week. I don't know. I'm literally just guessing here, but whatever. It doesn't matter. You put out a record on Tuesday, and it is called The Strange Death of Edmund Noir. Is that right?
Yeah, that is correct.
Who?
Yeah, The Strange Death of Edmund Noir.
Who is Edmund Noir, and what did you do to him?
He is actually, I guess I would say he's a combination of multiple people I've met throughout my life. And sometimes in your life, you have those experiences where you run into somebody who you kind of start talking to them, and then you're all kind of blown away that you end up having so much in common, and then it gets to the point where you feel like you've known each other for years, and then for whatever reason, those people end up out of your life, and it's kind of a weird thing when people like that come in and out of your life. You almost felt like I said, you feel a connection, and you're just kind of surprised it came out of nowhere, but also,
left out of
like,
nowhere.
Over a decade ago, I went through a period where I was going in and out of the psych unit system. And ironically, you meet actually a lot of good people in the psych unit system. And what's weird about it is they always seem like they're more wanting to help you. And that's actually more common. So I guess it's kind of like a mentality of people who are in the psych unit system. It's usual that they kind of have this feeling like, hey, I'm doomed. There's no help for me, but maybe I can at least help you. It's weird like that, but it's really a combination of all those different kinds of people that I've met throughout my life.
That's pretty dope. That's deep. You're deep, Mr. Labyrinthine.
Yeah, I try to dig deep.
I'm for some reason when you were describing like meeting people like that, or people that kind of come into your life, and like the title of the album, that's not an actual person. It's just a metaphor for those type of people.
Yeah, like, Tupac, Brenda's got a baby. There was really no Brenda. She was a representation for all single mothers that were not able to take care of their kids. Edmund Noir is somebody I, identify with in the sense of those kind of people that come in and out of your life. I mean, not just in the cyber system. hey, say you go to the gathering and you end up running into somebody there and you talk, and then after a few hours of talking, you're like, wow, I feel like we've known each other for years.
For sure.
And then maybe you'll say, oh, we'll keep in touch, and then you never do, and then that person kind of just disappears, and you're kind of like, wow, that was weird.
They are. So this is. Tell me if I'm a crazy. I mean, I am a crazy person. Just confirm it for me. So I've literally had two thoughts while you're describing all these things, and obviously I know what you're saying for sure. I've had these relationships, if you will, but both of my thoughts are a la Fight Club with Tyler Durden and the narrator, and the single serve friends, as you know.
Oh yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like it's they come in your life, they serve whatever purpose that is, and then they're gone. Whether that be good, bad, unfortunate or not. But yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean I think that's something a lot of people can relate to. They can relate to that idea of encountering something like that. But the strange death part actually comes from the fact that that's actually a phenomenon that's been going on for probably hundreds of years, and it actually goes on even today and around the world, where someone will just be found dead under a mysterious circumstance, like a really strange circumstance, and they try to investigate it but can't come up with anything, and then it's like the people who know that person tend to get like upset that the authorities can't seem to do anything about it, so they kind of try to investigate it themselves. And, maybe they get to a point where they figure out, you know what, I may not be able to figure out what happened to my friend or my family member, but maybe I just have to accept the fact that sometimes these things happen and I may never know, and all I can do is just try to move on and be thankful they were in my life.
For sure. That's some craziness. Dope. There's so many levels and there's so much going on. But it's so cool to hear this stuff from the person who put it out there, and hopefully everyone is paying attention, if you will. But so the Strange Death of Edmund Noir is out now. You can pick it up on all streaming platforms. The promo image you originally put out is a picture of a vinyl. Is that a thing? Is there gonna be?
That was all Reno. That was all Reno.
You still put the picture out there, so now it needs to be a thing. Like,
yeah, I did kind of notice that. I was like, I have no intentions of pressing up any physical copy. It was meant to be like a strictly digital release. But when I said, "Hey, Reno, you think?" Because he produced the whole thing top to bottom, and he did a phenomenal job. And I was just like, "Hey, man, is there anything you're planning on putting out there?" He's like, "Yeah, man, we'll put this out." And I didn't say anything. I was like, well, it looks like a vinyl, but I don't think anyone's going to say anything. So you're the first person to say anything. So to anybody out there who was all giddy and excited thinking, oh, I'm going to get this on vinyl, I sincerely apologize from the bottom of my heart.
I get excited about vinyl.
I know. I love how vinyl made a comeback.
I've always kind of liked vinyl, but now it's like...
Yeah.
It's just... But like people like it for different reasons. Some people love it because the way it sounds. I just love, I love it as art almost.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just a cool thing, and it's dope.
I mean, there's more layering to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like
because CDs. I think when they came out with CDs, a lot of the people who had their stuff out on vinyl said that when they were designing the technology for CDs, the system had some kind of a flaw. So it kind of compressed the vocals a little too much, and the feeling of the layering kind of got taken away. So that's an experience you get when you listen to vinyl. You get the more layering, harmonics. It's just an overall richer sound. So I totally get that, and I love it too.
For sure. Well, maybe if you guys go listen to this a whole bunch of times, and the views go way up, and people seem to love it, then maybe, just maybe, he'll be forced to put it out on some sort of limited edition vinyl pressing because you guys won't stop listening to it.
Well, I will say I'm kind of really surprised by the response, man. It's been very, very positive. I've had a really good amount of people really hitting me up, like thanking me, like, wow, thank you. And I'm like, well, I mean, I'm very proud of this thing. I'm very proud of it, but last year I put out Pennsylvania Gothic, and that was a 6-track EP, and then COVID hit, and all the other projects I've had planning coming out that year didn't happen because I couldn't get studio time or get things together because of, the collapse in the economy and everything. So it was like last year I only put out one 6-track EP and one single. So this year I was like, I totally need to make up for it. So the official follow-up to PA Gothic is coming out, but it's coming out in a few more months. But I was like, you know what? It's been almost a year since I've put out anything, and I barely put out anything last year. I got these Reno beats that I got from him, and they all sound surprisingly cohesive together. Why don't I take these together and make like a little, mini EP and maybe come up with a story, and hopefully people dig it, and hopefully it'll tide people over until that official release comes out. But I've been really shocked at the response. It's been overwhelmingly positive. So I'm very thankful and grateful for that, for anybody who's taken the time to hit me up about it.
They were fiending for some new Labyrinthine, man.
Yeah, I had a bunch of people that were telling me, and that's why I was like, you know what, you got to try to put out some more solo stuff. I mean, because this is going to take you a few more months. It's been a year, and you only put out one EP. So you know what, why don't you do a little side project and have fun with it? Don't overthink it. No pressure. Just make something really for your hardcore fans, and hopefully they dig it, and they have. And people who even outside of that, I've just gotten such a positive response to it. So it's been really eye-opening for me.
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. That's good to hear. And we're only a couple days in. We're only a couple days in. That's good. Put it out there. Just put it out there, you have fun, and people just eat it up, man. Plus, you got this whole Fight Club Edmund Noor thing. See, people know. They're like, oh, yeah, hell yeah, I get it. They dig it.
Yeah, and I approached it the same way. I kind of, they were all Reno's beats, so I figured, you know what, I'm going to approach this the same way I approached Surrounded by Flames, the collab album we did like over 2 years ago. I went up to his house in Windsor. I hadn't seen him in like 10 years, and I was there 3 days, and we made that entire album from scratch. And it came out well, but I wasn't so used to kind of writing on the spot or kind of going. I was used to like kind of being, more over analyzing, more anal retentive with it, and kind of really wanting to do it. And he told me, and he taught me that. He's like, sometimes you're going to be in experiences where you don't have the luxury of being anal retentive. So doing things like this actually will make you a better artist. So when you do sit down with music and you try to be, and you want to invest more time and make sure it's perfect, doing things like this are a really good exercise for you mentally, and they definitely help stimulate your creativity even more. And so I definitely applied that to making these songs. I kind of took the same approach to it, the same way I did Surrounded by Flames. And, like I said, I'm just surprised at the overwhelmingly positive response to it. So I definitely think I did something right going that route.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. So the whole record's produced by Jay Reno, and then it was mixed and mastered by Badmind. Is that right?
That is correct.
Hell yeah. Underground
and Badmind killed it too. Love Badmind to get. Love those guys to death. Those are my big brothers.
That's the shit, man. Hell yeah. So for everybody, a bunch of people are just popping in now. Everybody's late. So if you guys don't know, this is Labyrinthine on the line with us today in his new EP, The Strange Death of Edmund Noor. It's out now. Actually came out Tuesday. Peep it, stream it. We're going to talk more about it, and we're going to talk more about the fact that you mentioned, you alluded to another record. But you're going to hang out with me for the whole show, so let's talk about other people for just a minute, and then we'll jump back in, and we'll talk about all the new releases, and you can help, and it'll be fun. It's going to be a fun day with pals.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not trying to be the center of attention. I'm excited to hear about the other releases that are out, too, because you're schooling me. You're schooling me, too.
Yeah, you're my
guest host. You're
not
just schooling the people listening.
You were playing the role of Big Roo and Dead Body Man today, so you have very small shoes to fill.
No, I like Big Roo, man. No, he's a man of few words, but I like him.
Hell yeah. Well, let's hop on into this here. Everything is in no particular order, so I school myself as I go, even though I did the research. Actually, first up, Batman, I got to talk about the homeboy here. Dean, he's got a movie project going on over at Indiegogo for his new film. and I should have that pulled up, and I don't because for some reason I removed it today. But go to Indiegogo, check out the Autumndale Chronicles, and we're gonna talk more about it on Monday, about all the stuff going on with the film because there's like 60 days left, so it's not a rush. But go support the underground, go support the homeboy Dean and his new film for the Autumndale Chronicles. And then let me get in. Oh, look at that! The first album I had on the list just happens to be Labyrinthine. Oddly enough.
That's so warming to know that I'm in your thoughts, man.
It was the first one on your
You enrich my life. You really do.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. So we already talked about that. We'll skip that one. Tom Macdonald, everybody's favorite rapper to love and or hate.
Oh boy.
He dropped a brand new one this morning, as well as a music video, which is premiering while we're talking. This one is called Heart Emojis, featuring Nova Rockefeller and Brandon Hart. I haven't checked this track out yet, but he made a big announcement about everything's going to be different. He hasn't been like super woke the last 3 tracks. There's more like different stuff. The one about church, one was about drinking too much, and this one, I'm not sure what it's about. Heart Emojis, featuring Nova Rockefeller, who I love to death, and this new Brandon Hart guy that he's put on his last 3 projects. I'm still unsure about this guy, but I am personally a fan of Tom Macdonald, and most people get mad at me for liking him, but he's got a new one out.
Well, I think you should like whatever you like, and I mean, I'm personally not a fan of all of his material, but I know he's definitely got talent, and you can't deny the fact that he's got an incredible hustle. And because he does it all by himself, so I give him respect for that. That he knows how to hustle. I love Nova though. Nova's extremely talented.
Yeah, I think she's super dope. I agree. It's a fun fact. We had Nova on the show. Technically, we had Nova and Tom both on the show, and it's so.
Oh really?
Yeah, and it's so strange. Like I didn't know who Tom Macdonald was when we had Tom Macdonald. Nobody knew who Tom Macdonald was when we had Tom Macdonald on the show. He was Nova Rockefeller's girlfriend. Like we had Nova
Rockefeller's girlfriend.
Our boyfriend.
He was the girlfriend.
You know, dang it. Sorry, Tom.
Nova was the one running game. Tom was just along for the ride.
Right. Shout out to Hurricane of Funk. Shout out to Jenny Red. Shout out to Hey Merle in the live chat room. What up, y'all?
That's probably why his hustle got so strong, because he hooked up with Nova, and Nova was like, bitch, go out there and make me some money.
Right. Well, she was killing it. She had just done The Gathering, and we met her there. Then we got in touch with her. We had her on the show. They were actually working on a project together at the time called GFBF, which is still yet to come out.
I think I heard about that.
And then like a week later, maybe not even, like it was literally in a 3-week time period. There was a bunch of controversy about Nova Rockefeller and Violent J, and Violent J sending her a bunch of text messages trying to hook up with her, and Tom getting mad. And I was like, oh, we just had these guys on the show. So I hit him back up. I'm like, hey, like people are like attacking Tom for Jay. And I was like, let's talk to the guy. Like he seemed nice because he was kind of in the background when we had Nova on, and he like would, comment every once. So we had him back on the show, just Tom, to talk about, and I regret it now I regret it because I go back and listen to it. I'm like, this is like the biggest artist in the world right now, and we had him on our show to talk about Violent J. Like,
well, nobody knew. I mean, you didn't really have anything else.
He was a really cool guy.
You can't blame him for that.
Yeah, he was a really cool guy. Like he was even though he was mad at the time, he was still like very humble towards like what was happening, and then all of a sudden it's just like. He put out this one, and then he put out this another. I'm like, oh, look at this dude. Look at this. I'm like, oh, God. Like, he's like fucking 50 million views every time he puts a video out. Like, it's crazy. Like, it does in the last 3 years. So it's dope. It's cool. It's cool to see, for sure.
Well, I mean, I've heard, I've been down. I'm 37 years old going on in May, so I've been listening to this music my whole life. I always heard in and out that Jay was always a ladies' man, and he was always, prone to kind of like,
oh, for sure.
Hook up with other, female artists and something like that. So it didn't surprise me when I heard about that too. I didn't know the specifics. I didn't know if she was the one who tried to hook up with him or he was trying to hook up with her. I do remember, I think, him putting out like a freestyle or something where he was basically saying, you know, he wanted to fuck Nova Rockefeller, he wanted to fuck Whitney Payton.
Yeah.
he listed a bunch of people and stuff. So I'm like,
that's the same track where he just twisted.
I get that that's his personality.
Yeah, it was madness. But props to Tom Macdonald and Nova and this new guy. I don't know if it's their third amigo or just I don't know what's going on. We'll find out soon, I guess. But go check it out. New video and single. Next up, we got the homeboy A.X.E. Illuminati. His new single, Mr. Freeze, featuring Blaze Your Dead Homie and Jamie Madrox.
Nice.
It's got to be dope. I haven't heard it yet, but I'm going to be bumping all this music today. A.X.E. is the homie. We had him on. He's killing it in the comic book world. And he's still putting out these dope raps. And the new one's out now, man. Mr. Freeze, Blaze Your Dead Homie, Jamie Madrox, A.X.E. Illuminati with that dope chili cover.
I definitely got to check that out myself.
Yeah, peep it out, brother. That's what we're here for, so you can learn about some stuff. What else?
You're schooling me just like everybody else.
This is only the beginning. We gotta I gotta talk faster though, because I want to get through it all and not entertain people. Yeah. The homeboy, the cook-up boss, Cub the cook-up boss. He's got a brand new single featuring Yellow Wolf. This one's called Around Here. I know a lot of people checked out the cook-up boss. He's been out there on tour with Yellow Wolf and Jelly Roll back when that was a thing, touring. They did a whole record.
Check that out. I definitely got to check that out.
Yeah, they did a whole record together. Last year, or maybe the year before, Yellow Wolf and this dude did a whole record together under aliases. It was like Catfish.
I did not know that.
Catfish something.
God damn, I got to peep that.
Yeah, it was dope. So definitely go peep out the new ones.
I know didn't Yellow Wolf just do an album? He just did an album with, what's his name?
Kasky.
Oh, I feel so bad.
Kasky.
Yeah, oh my God, yeah, and I heard that record, man. Oh God, it was amazing.
Yeah, it's dope.
That album is amazing. So, you know, and that's the thing about Yellow, man. I mean, I'm a huge Yellow fan. I mean, he's been killing it since he first really came out in 2010. So
sure.
He's featured on that joint, and he did an album with him, man. I definitely want to hear it. I got to check that out. Yeah. I did not know about that.
Yeah, there's so much stuff, man. I'm telling you, there's so much stuff. Hang on, we're gonna pause for the calls for just 1 second here. All right, we're back up and running. Apologize to everybody tuning in live on YouTube for my 5-second pause. The audio version of the program is recorded in increments, but it is what it is.
Okay.
I just stop it before it ends and I don't catch it. But Daily Dino is available on. It used to only be available on Spotify, but as of last week, we're on a ton of other streaming platforms. It's separate from Replicon Radio in the audio world, but it is on the YouTube channel. So make sure you guys go follow us on all the other places.
I'm definitely clicking follow. So you know that from me.
Yeah, Labyrinthine in the house. Merc Mondays. Every week, Mercules has been dropping these crazy collabos and this insanity. I'm sure you guys already heard about this because it came out on Monday and it was actually promoted in advance. But the new single, Homicide, Mercules, featuring Bone Thugs and Harmony. It's out now.
Oh, my God. How did I not know about that one? Oh, my God. I got to check that out. Yeah. Mercules is the shit, and I'm a lifelong Bone fan.
Dude, Mercules has been... if I'm being 100 hand to God, I have to be honest because that's what I do. I am not the biggest fan of Mercules, but I get it.
I like him. I think he's a good rapper.
I don't dislike
him. He put out
him.
Good material.
Yeah, I don't dislike him. It's just not my. I try really really hard to like him, and it's just not my thing. But he is.
No, that's my thing with Tom Macdonald. That's my thing with him. You know, I don't have anything against him. I tend to not really listen to him, but I give him respect in his hustle, so I totally get what you mean.
Yeah, but yeah, he's definitely killing it. He's a really nice dude. We met him when he came to town. Jelly Roll came in and nobody knew Jelly was there. He just showed up. Golden BSP was there. It was dope, and it was cool to meet him. And he's killing it. He's putting out.
And that was in Indiana.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
That was
man,
in
that's dope.
Missouri.
Oh, Missouri.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, he did in the last few weeks, man. He put out a collabo with Twista. He put out one with Too Short, Bone. There's been a handful of other ones, like just crazy. Like
He's getting a lot of respect. I give him that, man. A lot of artists are really giving him respect, man.
he's just going. Oh, he did one with Struggle. He's just going through his bucket list. I swear to God, he's just like week after week. So
And
definitely.
he's repping Canada.
Hell yeah.
He's repping Canada, just like my boy Reno. You know, I know him and Snack the Rapper.
Yep.
Snack the Ripper. They're getting tons of tons of respect and attention for Canada and the parts they're from, man. So I give them a lot.
Yeah, the Stomp Down crew. I can't remember what they're called, man. Stomp something or other. Props to all them guys. Props to Merc. Go check out the new one, man. Mercury's Bone Thugs and Harmony. It's called Homicide. What else?
I'm definitely adding that to my list.
Our brother, Mr. Manspeaker, a.k.a. Green Jelly, dropped a brand new single featuring 570 and Lazy Ass Destroyer. This one's called Sugar and Spice. I know they're gearing up for their first new album in a long, long time. Garage Patch Kids or something like that. It was all like a fun project he did with all the fans. Like they kind of they came up with song titles. They came up with album covers. They did all this. And I know they're gearing up for the release of that record. So I'm assuming this is one of the first singles off of it. Green Jelly, Sugar and Spice. Go peep it out.
Oh, so he like really took a lot of fan involvement in the creation of that project or what he's working on right now.
Yeah, like everything.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope, man.
Yeah, the idea of Green Jelly to me is cool, even though like it's a little crazy. But basically at this point, it's just the one guy. I mean, there's a couple reoccurring members or whatnot, but mainly it's just Charles Manspeaker, and he kind of travels the country, like when they were touring, and it would just be him, and he would just hire local musicians to be in his band. So like, you know,
oh wow, that's
6 or 7
interesting.
kids would just show up, and they'd be a part of Green Jelly, and it became like a thing to where there was a group of people in each area to where it'd be like, so anywhere he goes, it's a different band. It's really a strange but cool idea. But
yeah, I'm actually really not familiar with them and their stuff. So I mean, that's actually interesting. I did not know any of that.
Most people aren't.
That's definitely unique.
I mean, I'm not super. I couldn't tell you any of their songs except for Three Little Pigs, but
Yeah.
not but a hair of my chili chin chin. What else we got?
But I definitely respect that he likes to involve his fans in this stuff, so I give him that.
Yeah, it's fun. We got a new single called Bricks to the Beats from A.X.E. Ruger featuring Ritz. I am not familiar with A.X.E. Ruger. I like that his name is almost Fred E. Krueger, but it's not. And I got mad love for the homeboy Ritz, so I'm super pumped.
Oh,
checking
God,
this one
man.
out.
Ritz is so good. It seems like anything he's featured on, he just always sounds like he brings his A game. So, I mean,
Hell
yeah, I know whatever his part is, I definitely know that's amazing. I'm not familiar with the other dude, but I just know if Ritz is on it, I know he's going to kill it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I love seeing I love talking about these like features and stuff because I myself am also unfamiliar with a lot of these artists when they do these features. So it's dope because now I you know what I mean, I don't know who this person is, and I probably never would have checked it out just on a whim. But now that he's got this track with Ritz, I'm gonna give it a listen. If he's dope, then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna listen to his stuff. So that's what everyone else should do. Go check it out. Bricks to the Beat is the name of the new one. A.X.E. Ruger featuring Ritz. Shout out to Grape Joe popping up in the chat. Green Jelly sucks. Hell yeah. That's like their slogan. So, I got another one here. This one I'm interested in too. Marcus Yates, which is an artist I am not familiar with at all. He's got a new one featuring Tech9, who is Aaron Yates. I don't think they're related. And this track is called In the Greatest Way. I am completely unfamiliar with this artist. I know I saw Tech made a post earlier.
Yeah, I'm not familiar either.
He was like proud to be a part of this, like excited. I'm not sure who he is, but it looks like something different, which is always dope from Tech because he does a lot of the same stuff. So I'm excited to hear something.
Yeah,
different.
I like that he'll try to experiment once in a while and shake it up a little bit.
Yeah. So if you guys like that too, go check it out. Marcus Yates featuring Tech Nine in the Greatest Way. Up next, the Homeboy Crypt featuring Gone, aka Luke Gone, however one you're looking on. This one's called Let 'Em Talk, with that fun little cover with the guy tied up in a chair with duct tape on his mouth. We're just gonna let him talk.
Now that's poetic justice right there.
Right? Hell yeah. Yeah, you can't see the
Let him talk.
You can't see the screen, so if it's I'll have to describe it to you, as well as anyone listening to the audio version. If you are listening to the audio version and you want to see what's on the screen, just head on over to youtube.com/Replicon Radio and hit the subscribe button, and you can tune into the live version every Friday, just like Hurricane Funk, Jenny Red, Mark Hamerl, Grape Joe, and all the other people that are not commenting. Props to all those people. What else? Tech Nine. He's back again, featured on a new one with the homeboy Jerry Robinson. This one's called Out My Face. Just dropped today. Brand new one. Jerry Robinson is killing it.
Check that out.
If y'all don't know about Jerry Robinson, y'all should know about Jerry Robinson, because Jerry Robinson is so dope.
I clearly know I need to know about Jerry Robinson because you're telling me that, and I know you know your shit. So
he's dope, yeah.
I definitely need to check it out.
Yeah, we were talking about me introducing the artist off air. But yeah, Jerry Robinson, he's so, like, strange. This is my personal opinion. I know people get mad at me because a lot of people are like mad love for Strange music. Strange, like, it's almost become like what Suburban Noise was when I was a kid, where it's like they just signed a bunch. Like I thought they were great and everything they did was good, and then all of a sudden it was just like too much, and it was like, okay, who are all these other artists you just signed that aren't that good? And like I'm not.
Kind of flooding the market.
Yeah, not
like
that
flooding
people,
the market.
Yeah, like not that they're not. I'm not saying anybody on Strange is bad. It just got to the point where I honestly just stopped. It was too much. I don't even like. It was like, oh, Chris is dope. Oh, this dude's dope. Oh, Stevie's dope. And then it was like, oh, what's the wait? There's like 80 more. Jeez. But Jerry came out.
I think it was No Limit that really opened the floodgate.
They did that too, for sure.
The concept of just album after album on artists, and some of them you're just like, okay, why are you on this label? Like, wait a minute.
Right.
Oh, yeah, you only put out one album and disappeared. I think this is a little too much.
Yeah, for sure. But Jerry Robinson is dope. He got signed, I guess it was, I keep saying last year because last year didn't actually exist. So I'm pretty sure it was probably 2019. Pretty much. He got signed. We had him on the show.
Last year is Wyoming. It was there, but right? It's not there.
Hell yeah. But he's different, man. If you guys aren't familiar with him, go check out the Replicon Radio interview. We had him on right after he got signed to Strange, before his record came out. But it is out now. Go peep that out. He's got so many different sides to him. You're gonna get just straight rap. You're gonna get some reggae. You're gonna get a little R&B. Like, he's killing it. I think he's super dope, super talented. So go check out the new one. It's called Out My Face, featuring Tech Nine, and it's out now.
I'm definitely checking that out, man. I gotta get familiar.
Hell yeah.
I gotta get familiar with that dude then.
He's dope. We're putting Labyrinthine on some edumacation. And he's gonna be.
Oh, you're putting me on game. You're putting me on game for real.
We got it, man. That's what we're here for. Shout out to the Real Freak in the chat room as well. What else? The Homeboys. I assume you're familiar with these guys, but I could be wrong. Alazuli Lou dropped the second single off their upcoming music, Necronomicron, Death by Bong. This one's called Alternate Dimension, featuring my homie, your homie, everyone's homie, Blaze, your dead homie. New single just dropped today. Alazuli Lou featuring Blaze, your dead homie. Alternate Dimension.
God, man, everything A.X.E has been dropping has just been fire, man. Those guys are really just, man, they are killing it. They're so talented too, man. And I know Bad Mind's got a good amount of songs produced on that record, so I can't wait to hear that record.
That's exciting. I know a lot of people got mad that he wasn't on the last two because they kind of came up together in the beginning. But yeah, it's dope. I'm glad he's
I mean, he definitely. His tracks on Almighty always get a lot of attention, man. I think those two have really good chemistry.
For sure.
You know, but they've been killing it, man. I'm glad they're using his beats on this new record, man. I mean, this new song, Smoke, I know that shit was fucking knocking. You know, I love that song, and this is that's definitely Bad Mind at his best beat-wise.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Smoke came out, and this is the second single, Alternate Dimension out today. And pre-orders for Necronomicon Death by Bong are available right now at mnestore.com, as well as the pre-orders for the brand new Twisted EP called Electric Lettuce. Both dropping 420. The weed holiday, if you will. 2 pre-orders available right now, and they're doing their For Their Fam. The month of April is Fam Appreciation Month, so you get a bunch of free stuff if you order a bunch of stuff, and there's throwback T-shirts and collector cards and all kinds of stuff. So now's a good time to go pre-order the both of those records if you haven't yet, and go check out the new single featuring Blaze Your Dead Homie, Alternate Dimension. Yeah.
I am checking that out, man. I can't wait to hear that one.
Hell yeah. What else? Echo, the homeboy Echo. He's dope. He's killing it. He's been doing his thing. He's got
Echo's dope. Echo's very dope.
Hell yeah. He just dropped his new single today called Cream. Clout rules everything around me. I'm assuming it's a
Clout rules everything around me. I like that.
I'm assuming it's an homage to the Woo. But yeah, it's super dope. Yeah, he's killing it, man. So definitely go check it out. Echo, Cream, Kream. Clout rules everything around me. Fiend for the
no disrespect to Echo. I'm sure that song's amazing, but now just mentioning that just makes me want to bump Wu-Tang all day. That's just how it is.
As soon as I read it earlier, I was like, oh, yeah.
Oh, God. Like, I need to put Cream on right now.
What else? We got another one. Tommy Cash, the Suicide Boys, and Diplo. I know a lot of people listening to the show are big fans of Suicide Boys, so definitely want to feature when they got a new one out. This one's called Zuckerberg. I can only imagine what that's about. But
I'll check it out. I like Suicide Boys.
Yeah, Tommy Cash, Diplo, and the Suicide Boys. Zuckerberg. Go peep that one out. See, we got to go through this. Boom, boom, boom. Hyro the Hero. I love this fucking man. If you don't know about Hyro Labyrinthine, and if you guys out there listening don't know about Hyro.
No, I'm actually not familiar, man. Obviously, the sound in your voice, man, it's obvious, I need to get fucking acquainted.
I get hype about something.
I need to get
Hyro's
acquainted.
dope. We had him on the show, too. See, I love it. I love that I get to say shit like that. Like, we had this dude on the show. He's sick. He's a match between he's
name's Hyro the Hero?
Hyro the Hero, yeah. He's
check this dude out.
Yeah, he's super dope, man. He did a track with Twisted. Like, it was dope because we hit him on the show, and then like 6 months later they did a track together, and I was like,
really? What was it called?
I don't know. Don't put me on a spot like that. Why are you doing that to me, dude?
Kind of blanking there.
Hyro the Hero. Hold on.
I do the same thing. I'll do the same thing. I'll be like, I'm like, oh shit, just slipped my mind.
It's called. If you just give me 1 second here, I'll just tell you what it's called. It's actually featured on Twisted's Mad Season album, and it's called Follow Me.
Oh, it was on the Mad Season record. Okay.
Yeah, it actually came out as a single, and then it came out later on Mad Season. But yeah, this new one, he's dope, man. He's hip hop. He's rock. He's sick. He's amazing. He's been around for a while. You can hear his story on Replicon Radio. He's super interesting. He's the only guy that got away with not answering the 3 record question because his phone died. But other than that, this time he teamed up with the man Brandon Saller of Atreyu, and their new track is called Legendary, and I'm sure it is, man. Hyro the Hero featuring Atreyu. Legendary, and it's out now. Came out today.
Oh well, I'm definitely putting him at the top of the list right now to check out because I could hear it in your voice. It's like, man, I need to get familiar with this.
Yeah, he's dope, man. He's killing it. He is killing it. Yeah, write it down. Everybody get your pen and paper out. Yes, Joe, it is with a Y, not with an R. But you're all good. The homegirl Justina Valentine, she dropped a brand new one for her new single called Work. She's been killing it for a minute. She put a record out. She put like 100 singles out, and now she's got another one. And it's called
Her name's Justina Valentine?
Justina Valentine.
Check her out.
Yeah, she's dope. She apparently she was famous before I knew who she was. That happens sometimes. But I guess she is
Oh yeah.
What's that show? What's that, the MTV show with Mariah Carey's ex-husband? What is that, dude? Nick Cannon? Wildin' Out. Yeah, Wildin' Out.
She was part of that.
Yeah, I guess she was like a big deal on there. She's like the redheaded white chick. I never really watched the show. I mean, I know what it is.
Yeah, I never really watched it either. So,
but she was like a
okay.
big part of that, and but she's dope, man. She does a lot of stuff with Webby, and they sound great together. And she kind of introduced me to. I knew who he was, but I never really listened to him either.
Yeah, Webby's cool.
And he's dope. But yeah, so she's got a new one. It's called Work. So go peep it out. What's next? Vinjay featuring Binks or Bing-X, however you want to pronounce it, because I always get it wrong. They got a new one. It's called B.I.G. This is like the 15th week in a row that these two have put out a collaboration single together. One can only assume that there is a full record coming, or at least there's a whole record worth of singles for you to enjoy. They're both dope artists. Go check it out. Vinjay and Binks. B.I.G. Boom.
I'm definitely doing that.
And now I get to move on. Here we go again. This one, I don't know what this is, but I had to put it on there because there's a lot of dope artists. Realm Diggy featuring Sean Kingston, Busy Bone, and Twista. I am very confused and very interested. So,
I'm definitely interested because of Busy and Twista. Love those guys.
Yeah, and then Sean Kingston, like, what's he doing there? Like, where did you come from? You're way too beautiful, girl. Like, okay, bud. I'm excited. So the new one's called Here We Go Again from Realm Diggy featuring Sean Kingston, Busy Bone, and Twista. It's out now. We'll all listen to it together. In about
not familiar with him at all.
Me neither, but we're going to check it out. And another artist I am not familiar with is Alana. That's Alyona, Alyona, for everyone listening to the audio. She's got
Alana.
She's got a new one, or he's got a new one. It's called Galas, and the reason it's on this list is because it features another one of the dopest artists to come out in the last couple of years, which is Dax. And I have not seen him featured on too many people's stuff, so the fact that he's featured on this makes me want to listen to it. And I just came out.
I know his stuff, man. He's dope.
Yeah.
I know his stuff.
He is so dope. So definitely go peep this one out. Alana featuring Dax. It's called Galas, and it's out now. What else? Super famous Fun Time guys. Our Lucha Libre friends. They're back with another one, man. This one's called Strangers on the Track, featuring my friend, probably your friend, Mad Max. So,
I can't wait to hear that one. I cannot wait to hear that one.
I believe this one actually dropped the same day as your album dropped, Labyrinthine.
Yeah, man. I was sleeping on that, man. It's been a long week.
Well, you were too busy.
It's been a long week. I got to check that out.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I got to check that joint out ASAP, man. I love Fun Time guys, man.
Me too.
And Mad Max, man. He always brings it. So them
dope.
too. I got to check that out, man.
I'm so excited for them guys with the LLE deal, and I'm so excited for Mad Max to be
me too,
working a lot now. Like it's you know what I mean. Like he's kind of an underground legend to some people, and he's kind of wasn't around for a long time. So it's dope to see.
Yeah, he's a vet, man. He's been around a long time, and he always has been, he's always been in his own lane, and he's always, excelled at what he does. So I got a lot of respect for him, and man, I've been nothing but happy and proud for Fun Time guys, man. Those guys are really talented, and Whipstick is a really, really good dude, man. I mean,
I met you in real life.
One of the... Yeah. And I honestly will say Whip is probably one of the most knowledgeable and insightful people I've met, and you wouldn't notice it the way he, raps and the way he is in videos. But
fuck Whipstick.
I love it. I love the dude.
I think you're the only person I've ever publicly heard say anything nice about Whipstick.
I don't give a shit. I really like him.
He's cool. Whip's cool.
And I love Fun Time guys, man. Him and Legs, they can go. They can really go, man. They make great music together.
8 Legs is amazing. If I were into men, I'd go gay for 8 Legs, but I'm not. But I still love you.
Yeah, 8 Legs is such an amazing artist too. I mean, as an artist, God, stuff he designs is incredible.
There you go. So if you guys listen and you're into the idea of any of those things that we talked about, or not, go check out the new one from super famous Fun Time guys featuring Mad Max. It's called Strangers on the Track, and it's out right now. It came out the same day That's Labyrinthine's The Strange Death of Edmund Noir. And we got Labyrinthine on the phone right now hanging out with us, talking to us for everybody that tuned in late. So go check out his record as well. Since I mentioned your album, tell me about this. There's a track on there. It's called Night Chills, Part 1 and Part 2. It's a 2-part track, all in one track. Tell me about that. What's going on there?
Well, I mean, it's a 4-song EP, but I had these 5 beats, from Reno, and they all sounded surprisingly cohesive, like they were meant to be together, and it wasn't like it was intended. I told them when I heard these, I was like, they all sound really good, and there was something about those 2 beats I just felt like they could go together really well, and so I recorded them, and I let Bad Mind hear them, and he was like, yeah, man, I could totally hear these being on the same track, and I love the way he cut it, man. I think it came together well. I've surprisingly gotten a lot of love for that one, so I'm, wow, you take a shot at experimenting, and it actually works, so
hell yeah,
it's a good thing.
Successful experiment. I dig it. That's why I definitely wanted to mention it, and just the idea of, a continued story all on one track was dope. And I get oddly enough, I know the name of the track is Night Chills, but for some reason when I listened to the song, it took me back to watching the vampire movie Night Shift on VHS, and I just felt that that creepy vibe, like that whole essence in that song. And I don't know, that's where it took me. I don't know where it takes you, but that's where it took me.
Well, you know what? I'll be real with you because you've always been good to me. I'll be real with you. I actually pinched that title from a Dean Koontz book called Night Chills that I actually remember going to the beach when I was 15, and then I walked into a used bookstore while I was there, and I saw this book, and I was like, oh, Night Chills, that looks interesting. I read it, and I actually really liked it, and I still like that book to this day. And while I was making the songs, I was like, you know what? I'm going to pinch this title for it, and I'm glad I did because it came together well. I think it was meant to be.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! It's super dope. Yeah, it's got that vibe to it for sure. Shout out to Underground in the chat with that LLE shout out. Hell yeah! Go peep that out. Where were we? Let's move on to the next thing, huh? We're just a talkative bunch today. Let's see what else we got. The homeboy K Daver. He's back with another one, man. Props to the homie. He's been steady putting out releases. This one's called Raw. And as you can see from the album cover.
Straight to the point.
That's right. Not you, Labyrinthine, but you watching at home on YouTube. As you can see from the cover, my man is down on his knees and he is praying. So there is some rawness going on in this track. So I can't wait to bump it. Go check it out. K Daver back with another one called Raw. What else? Ooh, another dope MC, Ritual of Ether. He's back with a new one. This one's called Nothing Left
Love
for
that
You.
Dude.
Yeah,
I love that dude.
He's so dope.
He brings the heat, man. I was fortunate enough to do a song with him recently, about a month or 2 ago, and it was so good, man. I really love that guy. Yeah. He's so talented.
Yeah, I agree, man. He's super dope. If you guys don't know about Ritual of Ether, definitely go check it out. Even if for some reason you aren't a fan of his rap, you 100% should be a fan of his production because he's super dope.
He's so good, dude.
And he's such a breath of fresh air in this world. Something different.
He is, man.
He came out the left.
He's been getting a lot of love, even from people in the scene and vets, man. He's been getting a lot of love, and he's killing it, man. I got a lot of respect for that dude.
Hell yeah, man. Shouts out all day. Ritual of Ether, Nothing Left for You is the new one, and it is out now. And I took another awkward pause. Pay no attention to that. We're going to go ahead and move on to You guys aren't tuned into the Daily Dino. This is episode number 72. We got a special guest, Labyrinthine, on the phone. And we're hanging out, man. We're doing what we do. We're just doing it with a guest this time. And that's super fun. Let's see what I got here. Here we go. Perfect. Shameless plug for Replicon Radio this past Wednesday. So 2 days ago, 3 days ago, however many days ago Wednesday was, we dropped a brand new exclusive interview with the homeboy Jay Villain. Shit was super dope. It's out now. It's available. It dropped on YouTube first. Now it's up on all streaming platforms. It was a one-off interview. It was fun, man. We learned a lot.
I've heard good things about Jay Villain.
Yeah, it was cool. A lot of people have been speculating what's going on with him because he was part of Native World, and this release is not on Native World. So we talk about that, and we get into the details, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And we talk about the fact that I never knew that there was a sub-label to Native World at one time. We talk about lots of things, so definitely go check it out. It is up on the channel now.
I was not familiar with that either.
Yeah, I learned. It's not every day that I learn something about, especially Juggalo music in the past. So I was like, what? There was a what? So it was cool. Definitely go peep that out. And then, well, there you go. Perfect. His record, The Ugly Duckling, is available today.
The Ugly Duckling.
Yeah, it dropped today. If anybody's looking for it, I did not see it up on Spotify, but sometimes Spotify can be a little slow. Unfortunately, that happens sometimes. But it is available. Should be up on streaming by the time you hear this. If not, you can go order a physical copy at jvillain.com. It features Blaze Your Dead Homie, Binu, Boondocks, Easy Mac, Jamie Madrox, Jelly Roll, Menace to Society, Mr. Six, and Underrated from Potluck. All featured.
Damn.
And if it's not the next image, it's not the next image. But it's on this list somewhere. The new visualizer, which is not technically a music video, but it is a music video, but it's not a music video. For the single Paint the Wall off of The Ugly Duckling, featuring Blaze Your Dead Homie, just premiered, world premiere, exclusively on Replicon Radio's YouTube channel yesterday. So go peep out that new music video featuring Blaze Your Dead Homie and Jay Villain, Paint the Wall. It's up right now. You can go watch it right
man,
now.
you are hitting me personally with like a monsoon of like new shit that I was not even expecting. Like, god damn, I got a ton of shit I gotta check out.
I do this every Friday, sir.
Oh, jeez.
So you got 1 week to catch up, and then we're going to meet back here, and we're going to do it again. I'm just saying.
I feel like, oh God, how that feeling? I feel like I'm just talking on my cell phone, and I see a little shadow on the ground, and it starts getting bigger. What's that? And I look up, and I'm like, oh my God. That's how I'm feeling right now.
There's a lot of stuff. That's why we do it, man. You got to bring your pen and paper next time. And I guess since we're talking about next week already, for everybody tuned in now, special treat for you. Next Friday on the Daily Dino, we have another special guest, my homegirl from Michigan, Miss H.B. the Grizzly, is going to be live right here hanging out with us.
Man, she's dope.
She's so dope.
She is dope, and you schooled me on her last year. I wasn't really familiar. You put me on, and I checked her out, man. Man, she is dope. And she's been hustling. She's been doing a lot of shows, I know, lately, and doing a lot of traveling, so I got a lot of respect for her grind.
She's dope. She's got a new EP. I believe it's an EP. It could be a record. I don't know. We'll find out next Friday when it comes out and she's here. We're going to talk all about it.
I'll be tuning in for
that. And then this Monday on Replicon Radio, Monday, April the 5th, as you can see right there on your screen if you're not on the phone, Shade Hecka is going to be live on Replicon Radio. We're going to talk about all the stuff he's got going on, including his latest album, Violent Ed, where he did an entire cover record of Insane Clown Posse tracks, and it's good. So
really?
Yeah. Did you get surprised by the "it's good" part?
Yeah, because I hear the tone in your voice. Because I know you know your music, and I'm like, man, surprisingly, it's good.
It's
I'm like,
literally
shit,
surprisingly, it's good. Like,
did you just say that?
I mean, no disrespect to Shade at all, and I'm excited to talk to him. But when I see something, you know what I mean? Like, just the concept of that, I'm like, oh boy. You know what I mean? But it's dope.
Yeah, on face value, it kind of,
Yeah, like one track. I know Loki did one song once, and it was dope. You know what I mean? But the idea was
it was great. Man. Yeah, he did play with me, man. Yeah. He killed it.
So I feel like he did,
oh my God.
He brought a different sound to this, man. It's more of a I don't know what you say, a newer. It's dope. It's a totally different vibe, a totally different. Like some songs, you're like, why do I know the words to this? You know what I mean? Like if you didn't know, you're like, how do I? Like why am I singing along? I've never heard this in my life. And you're like, oh shit, that's fucking ICP. Like it's definitely.
And I can imagine some, you new youngin like probably picking up that record and thinking that it's dope and probably thinking it's all original stuff and then being like, what? Who's this? And then going back and listening to this stuff is like, well, I like his stuff better. I'm like, oh, that's generations for you, man.
Right, but yeah, we're gonna talk all about it on Monday. But definitely, man, if you guys are, it just came out on March 5th, so it's still technically a new release. It's called Violent Ed, which is also fun. I'm gonna tell you what's on here. I'm gonna pull it up just because we're talking about it. We got Love Song, which is from the Ringmaster. Sleepwalker, Suicide Hotline, Suicide Hotline, which is dope. Vera Lee, Supernatural, and Falling Apart. So 6 tracks of intro. It's a vibe, man. So definitely go peep it out. Violent Ed, and we're gonna talk all about it on Monday. But we're not done yet. Let's keep.
I've only heard a few people pull off ICP covers. There's only been a few people that I personally think have pulled it off. So, if you think he pulled it off, I'm definitely willing to give it a chance.
Yeah, it's definitely it's dope, man. I mean I'm not gonna shout it to the moon, but it's dope. It's definitely dope. It's a different vibe. It's almost like instead of being in like I don't even know how to describe it. Like it's not like when you think of somebody doing an Insane Clown Posse cover, it just sounds like it's gonna be silly, but it's not. It's like a whole nother vibe, as if he just made a new song with the same lyrics, and it's like Suicide Hotline. I was like, man, it's got a different vibe to it, but it's almost like trappy, but not like Suicide Boy, but not really. I don't know. You have to listen to it. You listen to it and tell me if you love it or hate it.
I'll check it out. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There have been some people who've hit me up and they're like, "Oh, you should cover an ICP song," and I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea. Even I don't think I could pull that off.
Maybe you'll change your mind.
I don't even know if I could pull that off.
Well, you might change your mind when you listen to what he did with it. Maybe, I don't know. There's the screenshot for that music video that we talked about earlier. You should go check that out. Jay Villain, Paint the Wall, featuring Blaze Your Dead Homie Visualizer, world premiere right here on the Replicon Radio channel. What else? We got some more videos here. Big Legion featuring Kung Fu Vampire and
Kung Fu Vampire is dope. I love that, dude.
Yeah, it's a brand new single. Big Legion featuring Kung Fu Vampire and Horox. The track's called Shut Up, produced by C-Lance. The video is up now. It's actually on Kung Fu Vampire's YouTube page. So go peep that out. He's showing love to the homies who put him on the feature. Go peep it. Yeah, Kung Fu Vampire's killing it. You checked out Double Dragon, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I get concerned.
Great record.
Some of the things you don't know about, I get concerned. So I wanted to make sure.
Oh, God, no. I mean, I remember the homie Ron Jump was talking about that, and he was, so I had to really check that out. So.
Oh, yeah. Ron ain't going to let you sleep on anything.
No, he ain't. He knows his stuff, too, man. So sure. I can always count on him, too. I can always count on him and you to school me on what's going on. Ron will school me on
some stuff, too, man. That he gets on that some of that super deep underground that I miss. He'll get on it. But
yeah, I got a lot of love and respect for that dude, man. He loves this music so much, and he supports it 1,000%. So big shout out to him.
Yeah, Mob Style. They're getting ready to announce some big stuff too. What else? Shout out to the homeboy here. Brand new music video from my little dude, Mr. Green. I always call him a little dude because I swear to God he's 12, but he's actually 30 something. But he's the homeboy from right here in St. Louis, man. He dropped a new music video. It's called What You Know. Mr. Green, that's Grean. We actually shared it on our page. Go peep it out, man. Little dude's killing it around town, so definitely go check him out. He shows us love, so we show him love, man. Go check it out. What else?
I'm not familiar with him, so definitely check it out.
Yeah. Force 5 Records, King Relic dropped his brand new music video for POS. Always mad love for the homies over at Force 5. They be doing their thing and killing it. So go check out the new one from King Relic.
They've been in the game a long time, man. They're long and running.
He has a new record. Hold on, did I miss something? Let me do some research live here. No, it's not out yet. But he has a new record coming real soon. I got worried. I thought I might have missed it. But I think you can pre-order right now at force5records.com and go check out the single here in the music video for POS, King Relic. What else? we got a couple more. The Homeboy.
There's more. Like, God, there's been so much already so
Yeah.
far. I'm like,
This is
damn.
a heartier week than some. I'm not gonna lie.
Everybody just save their stuff for Good Friday. They're like, oh, you can't eat
Right.
meat, but you can listen to dope music.
Yeah, but how? How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? Mass of Man dropped his brand new album called Unstable. We talked about him last week because he dropped a single off of it. This dude's a beast. If you guys aren't familiar with him, he's super dope. He's a huge talent, and I don't pun not intended. He is a massive man, and you go check it out, man. This dude's hella dope. The new one, full record. It's called Unstable. Just came out today, and go peep it out. Are you familiar with him?
No, not at all, but I will get familiar now. I've got a fucking... Damn, I got a damn near page filled up here.
Sure.
Like,
Are you
damn.
familiar with Massetti?
Yes, yes.
So I know he's done a ton of stuff with Massetti. I'm trying to pull it up here.
I'm not totally familiar with what I was hearing, but I know I've heard his name and I've heard people talk about him.
So yeah, 10 new songs. I just pulled it up. 10 new tracks. Yeah, 2 of them feature Massetti. KC makes music. Young Swag. Yeah, he's dope, man. He sings, he raps, he does his thing. And go peep it out. Unstable. What else? What else?
God, I don't want to get off topic here for a second, but
Yeah,
man,
let's do
am I
it.
glad I put my shit out on Tuesday, because god damn. There's a ton of shit that came out today.
Really?
Like, wow, thank God I put this out on a Tuesday.
But it's out. It's out right now. And you guys should go check it out right now. Everyone. So listen to Labyrinthine first, and then go check out all this other stuff, and then go back to Labyrinthine at the end. And then come back here, leave a comment, and tell me which one you like better. Including the brand new music video from Anybody Killer called We Smokin'. It just dropped last night.
Oh, that just came out today.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll check that out. ABK always, brings good game.
Yeah, it's over on the Native World Inc. NYI TV YouTube channel. He does have a 420 record up for sale at Native World Shop. Well, I'm assuming this is a track off of that. And if you're not into this, or if you are into this, either way, if you don't like ABK, but you like Sawed Off, or you love ABK, you're going to love Sawed Off. And there's a Sawed Off music video, feature of music video premieres on Replicon Radio's channel. It's the first music video we ever premiered. And if you missed out on it, it was like a month ago, and you should go watch that. Just saying.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it when it dropped. I was happy about it. I remember you letting me know about that, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to peep this shit.
Yeah, it's dope. I like it. I like doing things like that. They asked us to do it, and now we got Jay Villains. So maybe we'll have more videos in the future. I'll dig it.
Hey, I'd love to debut one on yours, too.
There you go. Maybe we'll have a Labyrinthine music video coming soon for Night Chills or something else off of the EP. Or the new album, because you mentioned earlier that you have a new record coming. So tell us about that before we get to the end of the show, because we're gonna sprinkle some Labyrinthine knowledge in the mix here, so people can't leave.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for COVID, it would be out this month. Because I worked hard on it, and it's the official follow-up to Pennsylvania Gothic. It's called Doom Poet Found Slain, and it's probably, I would honestly say it's me at my very best. I definitely took a lot of what I learned on Pennsylvania Gothic and a lot of the things people responded to positively and really put it towards this. But obviously, when you go to make your next project, you don't want it to sound exactly the same. You want to kind of like show growth and everything from that. So I feel like I've definitely grown from that. And I will say I will be shocked if anybody who really dug Pennsylvania Gothic doesn't like it, because I think it's me at my very best, and I'm really proud of it. And I'm just putting the finishing touches on it now, and hopefully having it out in the next few months, because I want to make sure it's done right. But yeah, that was the whole, also another, motivating factor behind Strange Death of Ed Noir. I was like, man, I can't keep people waiting, because people are always hitting me up. They're like, man, when are you going to get some new solo stuff out, man? You haven't really put anything out in a while. And I'm like, I'm sorry, man. You're like, I definitely got to feed, my hardcore fans. And I'm just, like I said, I'm glad that's doing so well.
Hell yeah. That's Edward Noir is not the slain poet, though, is he? Or we don't know.
Edmund Noir?
Yeah.
No. It's a whole different story altogether. But yeah, it's called Doom Poet Found Slain, and I'm putting the finishing touches on it now. But until then, if you're interested in that, I've got this little mini EP out, Strange Death of Edmund Noir. I did it. I'm proud of it. I had a good time writing it and making it. It was a very great mental exercise and very stress relieving for me, and I'm just glad people have been really responding to it so positively.
Hell yeah. And it's out now. It came out on Tuesday, and you can still listen to it today or any day of the week.
I will tell you this: when Doom Poet does drop, it's dropping on a Tuesday. Because god damn, Fridays are overwhelming. From now on, I'm releasing all my stuff on Tuesday. I'm going old school. I don't give a shit what the new set standard is. From now on, I'm coming out on Tuesdays.
There you go. I mean, I'm not mad at the idea. The only thing that's ever, I mean, I'm not putting out records, but the only thing that has ever, like, I would have got concerned that, I used to get concerned that, like, if somebody put something out early, it didn't show up. Because there's, like, lists of, like, you know, it's new release Friday. Here's all the new releases. Well, mine didn't come out on that day. So it's like, but I feel like it's not really like that anymore because most people are just putting out singles, like, at just generic times. So I think it works out. But it's okay because everyone could just follow you on Instagram at Labyrinthine Rap, or where else can they follow you at Labyrinthine?
They can follow me on Instagram. They can follow me on my Facebook. You know, Benjamin Labyrinthine Grave. You know, and I got my YouTube channel, which is also Labyrinthine Rap. But, you know, I'm all over the place these days. I'm doing a lot more collabs lately and got a lot more things, another projects coming out later this year, man. So it's definitely going to be a busier year for me than it was last year. I got a lot of shit I got to make up for, like most people do.
There you go. So make sure you guys are paying attention and you're following him and you're tuned in here because we'll talk about it on Friday. Just like this one here, because we're not done yet. We're heading across the pond. The homeboy Resnick dropped his new record called Straight Out of Sklep. Straight Out of Sklep. I guess that's how you pronounce that. I don't know. SKLEP. Straight Out of Sklep. Full record. 14 new tracks. Killing it. This dude's...
Yeah, I've heard Resnick. I'll go check that out. I definitely got to check that out.
Yeah, I can't understand what he says all the time, but he's dope. He's done a lot of tracks with a lot of artists that were mentioned here today, including like Funtime Guys. He's done stuff with like Ouija Mac. A bunch of people. I know Scum and Hex Rated are featured on this album. I think a few other people. So yeah, definitely go check it out for that that worldwide underground, baby. Resnick, Straight Out of Sklep. What else we got here? Let's finish it up, buddy. Let's get through this. We mentioned it earlier. Jerry Robinson featuring Tech Nine. The new music video dropped while we were live, which was actually like an hour ago. But the video is out. Well, Out My Face. Go check that out over on the Strange Music YouTube channel. And the Joker. Okay. The Joker is back with a new one called How I Do. Music video from his...
This the Joker with 2 R's?
That's the one.
Okay.
This is called How I Do. He just dropped a music video for it like yesterday or the day before off of his upcoming album, The Tales of Destruction, coming May 1st, 2021, which is not the Make Juggalos Great Again record that he's been promoting for the last year and a half, but it is a different record. And in this record, this video, as you can see on the screen, and you cannot, Labyrinthine, the screenshot has a picture of Nova Rockefeller because he decided, hey, Tom Macdonald's popular, I'm going to diss him now. So if you want to check out the Joker...
Oh, wow. Wow.
I like the Joker.
I don't know. I mean, I don't hate the Joker. I mean, I always have respect for the fact that when it comes to his actual music, he always tries to make it top of the line quality.
He's so talented.
You know, everything like that.
He's so if you guys have never listened to the Joker,
I've heard records he's mixed too, and his mixing skills, I give him a lot of credit for that, man. He really knows how to mix.
And he did like the Joker.
And that's an art form. That's really an art form.
For sure. No, he kills it. And he did like his record, The Joker's Legacy, and there's like choirs and shit. Like, it's epic. And then he like comes out and does some like mediocre ass diss track just to try to get attention, and it's like, God, dude, come on.
Yeah, I remember when he was doing a lot of diss tracks back in the day to like Tech Nine and Hobson and
Yeah.
people associated with Funk Volume and stuff. And I don't know. To me, it got to the point where it was kind of like, "Hey, notice me, notice me, notice
Yeah.
me," and it was kind of like, in my opinion, that takes away from diss tracks.
For sure. I agree.
When it seems like you're begging for attention.
I agree.
But he, when it comes to the quality of his music and his mixing and mastering and just the production value, I give him respect for that, man. He really he knows his shit when it comes to that.
For sure. I hope he figures it out. I've yet to meet him. I've spoken to him a few times online. We were supposed to have him on the show several times, and it just kind of hasn't happened. I'm not gonna speculate any on that, but I want to get to know him. I want to hear his story. I want to, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to dislike him based on other people's opinion, but the only opinion I have on him is other people's.
Yeah, I mean, what I always heard from most people, what a lot of people thought was a turnoff from him was the fact that he actually knows how good he is. And he kind of knows it a little too much to the point where he likes to kind of rub it in your face. And I'm not saying I'm saying that. That's what I was hearing from other people.
Yeah.
That, he knows how good he is, and he likes to kind of stick in your face how good he is. And sometimes that can be alienating,
Yeah, I don't know. But either way, he's got a new one out. It's called How I Do. The video's out now. I guess his plan to make Juggalos great again was to diss Tom Macdonald, and you can go peep that out if you'd like. But yeah, no, I saw somebody share the video, and I saw a comment that kind of made perfect sense when they're like, "Oh, great, another." They said something about like, "Oh, his diss tracks are dope. The only problem I have with it is like a year later he apologizes for it. So why do I want to hear this one when a year from now he's going to apologize?"
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, I remember that. That was one of the things I heard about it was when he was really beefing with Hobson. I think he put out a song and it was called Permanent Enemy. And then, I think it was like a year later he put out a song and I think it was called like Dead Horse or something.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh, okay, so not so permanent like you said. So I have heard about that where he'll diss people and then he'll kind of like apologize. I know when he dissed Tech and a bunch of people on Strange, all of a sudden he put out this big epic video where he apologized to all of them. So I was like, okay, well, that definitely takes away from it when you diss people and then people start to get the vibe that you're just going to apologize eventually.
Hell yeah. But hey, either way, go check it out. We're not here to tell you our opinions. We're just here to tell you go listen to new music. That's it. Support it. If you like it,
absolutely.
Awesome. If you don't like it, cool.
Hey, if you love the Joker, listen to the Joker, man.
Absolutely.
Listen to whatever you love.
Either way, just
don't let anybody else dictate what you like.
Absolutely. And at least give it a shot. You know what I mean? That's my thing. I listen to everything that I talk about, it's on a playlist, and I listen to it all. Some of it I go back to, some of it I don't. You know what I mean? But at least I give it a shot.
Yeah, and that's because you're a real one. You're a real one. You give everybody a shot. So
we're gonna listen to it.
Can't help but respect that.
Majority of it makes it on the Replicon radio playlist, too, if you guys didn't know. Most of the stuff we talk about right here on Friday, you can hear on Monday on Replicon Radio Live. So tune in for that. You'll figure out the ones I liked real quick. Including the very last one on my screen, which is the first one we started with, which is the man right here on the phone, Labyrinthine, and his new EP that just came out on Tuesday, The Strange Death of Edmund Noir, which is not available on vinyl, but it is available on digital.
That's false advertising.
Totally.
That picture made it seem like it was going to be on vinyl.
I'm suing. I don't I'm saying. I'm not even using that.
God.
I'm not using that picture because I don't want to be sued.
Anybody who thought that this was getting a vinyl release, I do publicly apologize. I'm so sorry.
I'm the only one.
But you know what? I'm giving it away for free, so it's not like I'm selling it. So the whole release is for free. So
that's right.
I can only apologize
download it for
much.
free on your Bandcamp, right?
Yes, but it's also on iTunes. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple. Whatever you prefer. If you want to go listen to it on one of those platforms, go ahead. And if you want to download it for free, download it for free. It's totally up to you.
Hell yeah. I'm a Spotifyer myself, but that's cool that people that you can't
me too.
You can't always just download music like that because some people like to do that. So.
Oh, Spotify's great.
100%. Go listen to Spotify. You can listen to Replicon Radio on Spotify. You can listen to Daily Dino on Spotify, and it's separate. It is not Replicon Radio on streaming. It is Daily Dino, its own show, and it's available on a whole bunch more platforms as of 2 weeks ago, as well as Anchor.fm and right here on Replicon Radio's YouTube. And just a friendly reminder, since this show went on excessively long, I'm going to do this again. Replicon Radio is brought to you in part by
It was just a monsoon of new shit.
That's right. Lex the Hexmaster and the Shadow Army, official sponsors of Replicon Radio. So make sure you guys show some love to Lex and the Shadow Army. And we did it, man. We made it through. We got through the list. That's it. We're all done. We got Labyrinthine on the show this Monday, Shade Hecka on Replicon Radio. Next Friday, we'll meet back here. We'll talk about all the new releases that come out next week. And we got HB the Grizzly live on the show as well. So there you go.
That'll be dope. I'll be tuning into that episode. I'll definitely be tuning into that.
Hell yeah, brother. Well, thanks for hanging out, man. I think even though you're like the third or fourth official guest on Daily Dino, you are the first ever guest host. So,
oh God!
So
that's an honor, man.
You made history.
I had fun, man, but I was just overwhelmed, man. There was a ton of new shit I got to check out, so that was overwhelming. But I've enjoyed it, man. You've schooled me, and it's always a pleasure talking to you, man. I always enjoy talking to you so much. So got a lot of love and respect for you, P.
You too, brother. I appreciate all the kind words, and I appreciate, for real, this isn't. I'm not even like just blowing smoke up your ass or just because you're on the phone right now and just because there's a bunch of people listening to us. But like, Labyrinthine is the dude. Like this dude, after we had him on the show, we bonded. As I do with a lot of people, I feel like sometimes it's like a therapy session and we really get to know each other. But he hits me up on a regular basis just to make sure I'm okay, especially during the quarantine and people were scared. And he would go out of his way to message me to make sure I was doing good and just to send positive thoughts my way. And that's I appreciate the hell out of it, and it's super dope. And you're like the nicest dude in the world, man, and I love you for that. And I'm just publicly sucking your dick on the internet because you're such a nice guy. And he hung up on me. Look at that. I'm saying all these nice things, and he hung up on me. You guys witnessed it here first. That's why I don't say nice things about people, man.
Dude, did you hang up on me?
No, it's so funny, dude.
Because all of a sudden I looked at my phone, I heard beep, beep, beep. What? I'm like, oh my God, he hung up on me halfway through.
We're still live.
I was feeling so enriched, and I was on comment. He's saying all these great, kind, positive things about me, and then boom, click.
This is awesome. Yes, we are still live. I was literally saying a bunch of nice things about you, and you hung up on me.
I didn't hang up on you, dude. You hung up on me.
See, this is why I don't say nice things about people.
Don't get it twisted.
Now we're cutting out. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
We made it through the whole freaking hour and a half show somehow, and now the phone cuts out when I say nice things. But no, I don't know what you heard, man. But I was just giving you props for being a real dude and like hitting me up and making sure I'm cool and like just being.
Well, I knew you were out there. I knew you were out there, and it was going crazy and everything like that, and you were going all over the place. So I'm glad you're doing all right, though, man.
Yeah, man.
Because you're a real one, man. So I will look out for people who are real with me. I always try to look back.
Well, I just wanted to, I don't know if you heard me, but I just wanted to publicly suck you off and let you know how good you are. But I appreciate it, man. Mad love to Labyrinthine. Go peep out the new album. You got any last words or any shout-outs before this thing shuts me off in like 20 seconds?
I just want to say love, shout-out to Bad Mind for helping make that EP possible. And shout-out to everybody who's hitting me up and gave me love for it. I'm glad people were digging the new EP, man, and I'm glad.
Oh, yeah. We're cutting out.
I'm sorry.
You're good. I just hope you didn't say anything too amazing there.
No, I said just shout out to everybody who's giving me love for the EP, and I'm glad, I've gotten a positive response for it, and I'm glad you dig it too.
Hell yeah, man. I'm glad people are checking it out. I'm glad people are enjoying it. I can't wait for the new one. We're going to talk about it right here on Daily Dino when it drops. Make sure you guys go follow Labyrinthine, and go check out his album. And I'm telling you, everyone, you go listen to all this music, you get a week, and then you just come back here on the YouTube version, and you can leave a comment, and we can talk about it. We can literally have discussions in the chat room. I'll reply to everyone. We'll talk about the new releases. I like talking about music, so check it out, man. That's it. We did it. We made it. Mad love. Much love to everybody who tuned into the replays, and yeah, that's it. We're done.
Yeah, much love to you too. Much love to Daily Dino. Much love to Replicon.
Hell yeah. All right, y'all. Peace out. We'll see you next time. Whoop, whoop.
Peace.